Of course, folks, so welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, and welcome to episode 3 of the Winter Village series. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out the first 2 episodes. We have had lots of fun making these videos, and of course I've been having lots of fun building this giant winter village. So of course in today's video the main focus is going to be building the mountain area, which we're going to be having the Lion Knight's castle on, and also having the train track going through. So I have lots of plans. I will discuss it in more thorough detail later, but of course in the last video we did add some more buildings to the main winter village area, and we did work on the train station as well. So of course later in this video I will be getting some more pieces for just a various different amount of projects. But what you might be wondering, what is this giant bag for? So as you can see right here, here are all the buildings inside, and you can see the castle is somewhere in here. So as you're going to see, I'm going to have to pour all of this out and get all of the pieces for the Lion's Knight castle, but I don't really mind doing that. But of course we need to start off by building the mills plate. So what we're going to do is get the mills plate built. I'm going to plan out showing you guys my plan for using these rock panels, which I'll be getting some more of later in this video. So what we're going to do is get this mills plate built, and I'll start discussing the main plan for the mountain. Alright guys, so main focus is building the mills plate. We're going to get all these pieces apart. We're going to be using the pieces from these drawers, and as you can see, I have got some more 2x2 bricks. I basically took these out of my store. They weren't really selling, but of course lots of the pieces I am using, I've taken a couple out of my store. They're not really selling, so I don't really mind. And of course the Bricklink store is a hobby. It isn't like a full-time job, so I don't really worry about taking pieces out of my own store. Of course I bought the pieces at the end of the day, yeah, we're going to get the mills plate built, and we're going to be needing quite a couple of these 2x2 bricks to obviously make the mountain structured, and obviously so it doesn't wobble around or if it gets knocked easily. So let's get the mills plate built, and I'll catch you guys once I've done that. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got the mills plate built, and as you can see, I've also put down the 4 rock panels that I currently have. So this is actually kind of like the starter structure for the mountain. I'm happy with how these rock panels have been placed. So the train track is 3 studs wide. So as you can see, I have given it 1 stud each side just because I don't really want it touching the rocks. But of course, this is just kind of a starter. We're going to obviously be using these kind of slopes to make the actual mountain look a lot better. But basically, we've got to worry about a couple more things. The flooring as well. So obviously, this is actually going to be the bottom floor that these rock panels go on. They'll be going 1 more up, and we can then put, like, you know, red, tan, all these other random colors underneath those, because you're not going to be seeing those. But of course we're going to have to do white plates all around here for obviously the surrounding of the mountain. But also we have to worry about the sides and also the inside of the mountain. We're gonna have to use 2x2 bricks to obviously support the mountain, and all the plates on top with the Lion's Knight castle on top. And of course we're gonna fill around this area with bricks as well, just to kind of cover it off, as if like a chunk hasn't loaded in Minecraft, if you don't really know what I'm saying. Basically it's just going to be like a solid wall, but it's going to have a little cave on the side, including a mini kit, which I'm really excited to work on. But of course, we still have lots and lots of work to do. I am getting more rock panels later in today's video, so I will obviously be starting working, hopefully once we have done the flooring, on obviously increasing the height, working on having the structure of this you know, mountain. So it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do now is try and basically highlight these bits under here, fill them with like you know, random colored plates and stuff, which obviously you guys won't be seeing, because the train track is going to go to like here, stop, be black bricks, and as if it's going into a dark cave, and same on this side, because I can't really be bothered to do all the way round inside. It's not an automated train. You won't really be able to move it all together anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference, but I still think it's cool to have it as if going through the mountain. So what I'm going to do is place some plates underneath these rock panels and start working on what I'm going to do for the flooring. So I'll catch you guys in the next clip when I've suffered a lot from doing that. And so guys, the outline has been made for the rock panels. So if I grab one of these rock panels right here, it will perfectly go on top of those plates right there. Very, very nice. But of course, as you can see, we're basically doing this so we can save all our white pieces and we just use random other colors because we won't be able to see these. But what I made sure to do is for the sides, because obviously we're going to be having the rock panels on like here, I wanted to make sure you can at least see dark bluish gray basically going around this entire section. So I made sure to do both sides with dark bluish gray plates on the side. Very, very nice. But as you can see, that's not much done. That took me a little while. But what we need to do now is worry about actually doing plating for this entire section around here. So I'm trying to save as many white plates as I can. So obviously, let's say I'm using like those little small tile pieces. Let me try and grab you one or two. Let's go into, nope, not that drawer. This one right here. So let's say I'm trying to use these pieces right here. Of course, let me try and have you focus. There you go. We can't have any other color but white below these, otherwise it just wouldn't look as good because you can obviously see the yellow below. So I kind of have to actually make a full design, and whatever pieces I'm basically using like these big tile pieces for, use random other colors below those. So I'm going to take a lot of time to work on that, and I'll give you guys an update once I've done that, and just hopefully everything all goes well and I don't lose my mind doing it. So let me go and suffer for a bit more, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip. Of course, folks, so as you can see, I have been working on adding a bit of flooring and terrain to this Mills plate of the outside of the mountain. As you can see, there are some gaps. I am getting some white plates very, very soon of like the 1x4s, 1x3s, 1x2s, etc. But of course, until they arrive, we're going to be working on something else. And we're going to be working on actually adding like lots of grey varied slopes to these rock panels. So we're going to take them off actually, and just work on whatever I can come up with, and we'll see what happens. And I will need to be getting some dark bluish grey bricks to like fit in there and stuff, but of course they will be covered up by some of these bigger slopes, and yeah, it's going to look very, very good hopefully. So what I'm going to do is take off all the rock panels and work on adding some slopes, making it actually look more like a mountain. So I guess let's go working on that. Alright, so this is how the mountain is looking so far. I actually think it looks really, really good. So this is my first time kind of building a mountain. Don't really know what I'm doing, but as you can see, I basically just plastered a ton of random slopes on there, all different shapes and sizes, and I think it looks really, really good. You can see I have added some white cheese slopes as well to kind of give it like that snowy kind of esque towards the mountain. And as you can see, I've only done this corner. We've obviously got that one to do and that one to do, but I am waiting till I get my next order in this video. We're going to be getting some more of these rock panels which are needed to continue building this mountain, because we are planning on obviously increasing the height, and after kind of you know, adding some of these slopes, I realize it'll be easier to do it later on when we have got these other rock panels. So I think it looks really, really good so far. Of course, down here we will be adding bricks, and then obviously be cutting it off with black bricks, so it looks like you can't really go into the cave. And of course we will need to worry about obviously structuring it, as well as also sorting all this out, because of course we need something to support the Lion's Night Castle, which is going to be going on top, and I think it's going to look really, really good. So we're going to need to definitely get some more 2x2 bricks as well, so I'll definitely be placing an order for some of those. And yes, so I'm basically going to wait till I get my next order. I'll hopefully get some rock panels as well as also pieces to fill in all of this. We can worry about that later on. And then yeah, I'm just really, really excited to keep making progress on this mountain. So I'll catch you guys in a bit when hopefully the order has arrived. Of course, folks, so as you can see, we have 4 more rock panels right here, which we're going to be working with. Very, very happy to have those arrive. And we've got a bunch more pieces right here. So we have some dark bluish grey pieces right here. I'm planning on using these curved tile pieces for when we're going to have it going the train track onto different Mills plates. And we also have some dark bluish grey plates as well, how we're going to do the top of like these bits here when we're connecting all the rock panels and stuff. And these pieces right here are going to be for the bottom of the train track. And also you can see a bunch of varied white tiles, plates, etc. ready to be added to fill in these gaps and finish tiling it off. So that is what I'm going to focus on doing now, get it all tiled off, and we'll worry about this later. What I'm actually going to do is go through this to get all the pieces needed for the Lions Knights castle, and I'm going to build it. I'm going to get it done because of course we need to find out how big it is going to be, because obviously that is how we're going to be building the mountain depending on the size of the castle. So yeah, I basically got a lot of work ahead of me because going through this is going to be very painful. So going to be doing that in a bit, but of course I do need to finish tiling it all off. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll see you guys in the next clip when that is all done and dusted. Alright, so it is a bit of a mess right now around this area, but as you can see, I have finished off this section. This section is now done, and also this section as well. But you can see there is still one section that needs to be sloped up. However, I have ran out of lots of these slopes. We only really have these ones and these ones right here, but we don't really have any more of these ones that are, you know, very tall, which we need to get. But I do need to place an order anyway, because when we're going to be using these, if I'm planning on putting it like here, for example, I want to have some inverted slopes to go onto the bottom, because I mean, we could have it just like that, but I mean, no real mountain looks like that if you're going into it. You want to have the slopes going down. So I'm going to buy some inverted slopes as well as also some more of these taller ones. And of course, they will hopefully arrive in today's video as well. But like I said, we're going to now prioritize building this Lions Knights castle, because that's going to take a while to go through all of that and then obviously build it. So I'm going to do that, and then we can worry about waiting for all the other pieces to arrive. So I'll catch you guys in the next clip when I've hopefully at least gone through this, or even just finished building the Lions Knights castle. But I am going to be placing another order on Bricklink right now. Of course, folks, so I have obviously had a big update right here. I have finished completing the mini Lions Knights castle. So of course you can see over here there are all of the pieces right here, and it was very painful to find all of the pieces and obviously build it. So next time I probably won't do this, but of course we will obviously be working on all the other projects in a later episode. But it looks really cool. It does actually have an interior as well on both sides. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. There we go. As you can see, it's got a nice looking interior, and it's good that you can actually close it, because of course we do need to fit it onto this Mills plate right here. And I've tried hovering it around into this little gap right here, and it's going to be a close fit. So hopefully we can, you know, make it work. But obviously, as you can see right here, lots of dark bluish grey slopes. The order has arrived, and I've also got some inverted slopes as well, so we can obviously make this look a lot better and not, you know, just flat. So yeah, we've also got some pieces for the train track as well, really exciting, and also for some more Mills plates. But the main part of this episode now, the remainder, is to get this mountain as much done as we can. Of course, we're going to need to make support for the mountain and the plates we're going to be putting on top for this Lions Knight castle, and I think it's going to be very difficult to get this all fully sorted, but I'm up for the challenge. And what we're going to do now is work on obviously finishing this section right here and working on making this mountain look really nice, mostly around the sides, and then at the top we'll work on later on with adding, you know, plates and stuff. So I'll catch you guys in the next clip when hopefully I've got a big update on how this mountain is looking. Alright, so this is how it is looking so far. Not too bad. I've kind of been doing this corner right here, and I'm trying to also kind of like blend off the sides. Obviously we are going to be having like the little cave inside, which is going to have the little mini kit, but I think this looks quite good so far. It has been a lot of pain to kind of do this, but I'm probably overthinking it. But obviously we need to kind of do this section right here going round. That's going to be a difficult bit to do, and then obviously what is going to be really difficult is worrying about the structure and support to actually put this Lions Knight castle on. So what I've had a thought about is how on earth am I going to be putting these down onto this mountain if it isn't fully secure? So I've kind of thought I could just kind of slot it in, so like make an outline with some plates and stuff, and then just hopefully be able to slot it down, maybe using some curved pieces to kind of go around those circle bits. But I'm not really fully sure. The main priority right now for the rest of this episode is to get these mountain sides fully done, because we have got the castle built, and I probably will need some more pieces to actually do the top, maybe some like bigger white plates or dark bluish grey. And yeah, I've got a lot to think about and a lot of money to spend really on this build. So I'm going to try and do this section right here and see how it goes, and maybe this bit as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip when I'm hopefully not tearing my hair out. Alright, so how are we looking so far? I have done this corner. I actually do need to add a little slope right there. Let's find one of them. Let's just use one of these ones right here. Let's go and put that on right there. There we go. Very, very nice. So as you can see, it is almost done. There are some little gaps here, which I've kind of not really done much about, but we can't really do this side corner and this side corner until we have obviously added like more bricks onto this side. But as you can see, I've also added some structure just for these rock panel pieces right here, which has helped a lot with making it a lot more sturdy. And of course, we are going to have to be building on top, and this is going to be the level. I also do have, this is kind of all of a bit of a mess right now, but I've got some of these pieces. I'm thinking of having it just one more up, but I'm not fully sure. We're not really going to worry about that for now. Basically, this is all we're going to be doing for today's mountain in this video. Probably all I need to do now is buy a ton more of these pieces, as well as some 2x2 bricks to make the structure and support. But what we're going to be doing in this final part of this video is making 2 more mills plates, and then, you know, getting the train track going all the way around to the train station. So we need 2 more mills plates to get built, and probably need to tidy all of this up. So yeah, let me get those mills plates built, and then we can start working on the train track. Okay, so as you can see, we have 2 more mills plates now fully built. I haven't actually connected them all. You can actually move them. But, of course, we are going to have to make the train track work. And you can see we are using plates as well. So we will need to be using those. Obviously, we're not just going to be putting it straight onto the white plates. But, of course, we do need to put white plates for where the train track is going to go. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm also going to get all the pieces I will need for building this train track, and then I'll kind of make a little structure, and I'll show you guys what I've done in the next clip. Of course, folks, so as you can see, I kind of got a bit carried away, and I just fully finished building this section of the train track. We also do have the train on there as well, and you can also see that the train is very, very long. But I think this looks really, really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and you can see how I did the corner section right there. Very, very nice. I'm happy with how I have done that. But of course, these white plates right here, I have now run out of white plates. I definitely need to get some more. That's my next order for Bricklink. So yeah, white plates are priority for the next time we are working on the surrounding area, and I am planning on having a small little building right there, but I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. We will be discussing it in a future episode. But yeah, a lot of progress made in today's video. Of course, as you can see, we have the mountain right there. We have the train and the train station. It just looks really, really awesome. Really happy with how this section has all turned out. So, of course, we will be needing another mills plate here, another mills plate there, and we will be having to do the train track, of course, for this section over here. But yeah, lots to do still, but I'm really happy. Lots of progress in today's episode. The mountain, of course, I think looks really, really good. So what we're going to do now is that is going to be the final thing we do in today's episode. So what we're going to do now is head over to the outro. I'll give you guys a summary of what we did in today's episode and my plan for next week's episode. Of course, folks, so look at this progress and how much we have done so far for this winter village. So I'm really happy with how it's turned out. This is going to be where this mills plate is positioned, and basically kind of like the structure we have got at the moment. So of course, we did focus on building the mountain in today's episode. If you do have any feedback or what you think I should add to it, let me know in the comment section below. Of course, lots of these episodes, I think 4 or 5 of these episodes are pre-recorded, so I am planning on having doing an episode near the end of the series where I'm going over all the different feedback that you guys have suggested. So, of course, we did build the Lion's Night Castle as well. It is just down there. It does fit in the section, which is actually a really good sign. And in a future episode, not next week, but we will be focusing on adding it to the top of the mountain. And obviously, the train and the train track, I think it looks really, really good. And I'm really happy how it is going into the cave right there. And yeah, I'm really, really excited to see how this winter village turns out. We also do need to add a ton of white plates, and I am planning on putting a building right there as well. And I won't be telling you guys that. However, of course, we do need to add some more buildings to this winter village. So next week, we're going to be building every single building I have planned to put into this winter village, because I now have all of the pieces. Well, I hope I do, and that is why I'm going to be building them all. Of course, we have had a couple of disasters where we are basically missing some pieces, and if I basically build them all now, I can buy all the pieces and make sure I have them so I can complete this series before Christmas. So I'm really, really happy with how it's turned out. Let's try and get like a cinematic look right there. Very, very nice. Of course, we've got a lot of green and other random colors, but when it is all whited off and plated with lots of trees as well, we need to worry about building trees. I'm really, really excited with how this is going to turn out, and it is costing a lot of money. So of course, any support is much appreciated. Any of you who smash the like button, subscribe, and comment down below any feedback. Of course, how are you finding the Winter Village series so far? Is there anything you want to see? And thank you all so much for the support recently. We're growing the channel super, super quickly. We are aiming for 2,500 subscribers before the end of the year. We did hit 100 members in the Discord. We are finding amazing Lego deals, so make sure to join the Discord in the description below. And of course, just a massive thank you for everyone who has been supporting me. And of course, a big shout out to my members. Big shout out to Mark, Fives, and Paul for being members on the YouTube channel for a really, really long time now. Thank you so, so much. And just anyone who has clicked onto this video, and thank you all so, so much. So of course, turn that notification bell, ready for the next episode of the Winter Village series. And of course, goodbye, folks.